You ever have one of those nights where you're just lying there? Not tired, not awake, not particularly anything. Just you, your ceiling, and the rapidly growing suspicion that maybe, just maybe, you've become a sentient houseplant. That was me. I wasn't sad. I wasn't happy. I wasn't even bored. I was just there, like a human screensaver, still functioning, still technically alive, but only because someone forgot to hit power down. And here's the thing. I had just spent the past 7 hours doing absolutely nothing, but also kind of everything. Let me explain. I went down what can only be described as a digital rabbit hole of existential nonsense. Scrolled TikTok, watched videos of raccoons stealing hot dogs, liked a dog in a hat, watched a woman clean her entire kitchen using only vinegar and aggressive optimism, read the comment section, regretted reading the comment section, got into an argument about whether cereal qualifies as soup, debated starting a business, Googled how to start a business, closed all tabs, ate graham crackers I didn't even want at 11:47 p.m. because obviously what my soul was missing was processed wheat and regret. Then I just came back to bed. Not because I was tired, but because the couch had betrayed me emotionally and I needed a change of scenery. And just as I pulled the blanket over me like a burrito of avoidance, my brain decided it was time for that question. Hey, are we actually living, or are we just aggressively avoiding death with Wi-Fi? Excuse me? That is not a normal bedtime thought, Brian. I was just trying to vibe myself to sleep, not unlock an internal TED Talk at midnight. But the damage was done, because now, suddenly, I'm thinking, why do I do the same things every day? Why do I treat every Monday like it's the beginning of some mythical productivity arc that never actually happens? Why do I still believe I'll magically become a new person next week when I can't even commit to flossing? And here's the twist. Nothing in my life was going wrong. No crises, no drama, just a faint, lingering sense of May that had apparently upgraded to full-blown spiritual confusion. I was living what I thought was the adult dream. Somewhat stable job, functional microwave, no raccoons in the attic, a tax refund that didn't totally offend me. But somehow it all felt off. Like when you order a burger with extra cheese and it shows up with zero cheese, and you eat it anyway because you're too tired to care, but also kind of sad about it. And that's when the spiral began. Not the dramatic, cinematic kind where you scream into the void. No, this was the lazy spiral. The kind where you stay perfectly still, but your mind starts unpacking the entire meaning of life in sweats with crumbs on your shirt. Am I just background noise in my own life? Do I like my job, or am I just trauma-bonded to stability? Am I fulfilled or just very good at pretending I am because it's socially acceptable? Do I genuinely enjoy smoothies, or have I just accepted them as cold, wet fruit chores? I wasn't having a meltdown. I was having what I now lovingly call an internal soft reboot. And the most ridiculous part? The big realization didn't even come from within me. It came from an Instagram post. I kid you not, while trying to distract myself from my own brain, I opened my phone again and saw a quote that said, "Existing is waking up tired and going to bed unfulfilled. Living is when you feel something in between." I stared at it like it had personally betrayed me. Then I laughed. Because you know where the quote was? On an ad for flavored vitamins. So now I'm standing at the crossroads of life, being emotionally confronted by gummy supplements. And the worst part? They were kind of right. Look, I'm not about to drop everything and move to a mountain and start goat herding in search of enlightenment, but maybe, just maybe, I could start showing up in my own life. Not in some Instagram perfect early riser way, but in the small stuff. Going outside without headphones. Texting people I miss instead of just stalking their stories. Actually reading the book I've been pretending to read for 6 months. You know the one. The one that's now become furniture. So no, that night didn't change everything. I didn't fix my problems. I didn't start a 30-day challenge. I didn't write a gratitude list or manifest a better version of myself. What I did was pause. Put the phone down. Let the quiet be quiet. Felt confused. Felt weirdly okay with that, because for the first time in a long while, I felt present. Not fully healed. Not suddenly enlightened. Just awake. If you've ever had a night like that, welcome. You're not broken. You're just waking up. In worst case scenario, at least we've got flavored vitamins. Existing as autopilot, living as noticing.